In that sense, social media has definitely ruined the sneaker culture as a whole. Welcome back. I am Eda Reap, and I appreciate you for tuning in. So today's video is going to be more of like a discussion, kind of opinionated, not a rant, but something like that type of video. So I came across this post on IG. It came across my feed, and it was like, interesting standpoint or viewpoint on this joint. So I I shared the actual post to my story and put up a poll. So I had to, whatever the post said, then I just said, "Do you agree?" Question mark, yes or no. And 95% of the participants agreed. So let me get out the way real quick and post it up there so you can read it as I'm, reading along with you. So the post was a tweet from Air Max Trend. I want to say it's Air Max Trend. The explosion of sneakers and resale is directly correlated to social media's rise. A lot of people wouldn't even buy sneakers if they couldn't get attention from having them. Social media completely changed the culture. In a sense, killing it at the school cafeteria just went global. A lot of people wouldn't even buy sneakers if they couldn't get attention for having them. And the explosion of sneakers and resale is directly correlated to social media's rise. Now, personally, I have to agree about. Well, yeah, I would definitely agree with the first two, statements or sentences. The explosion of sneakers and retail is definitely, well, yeah, it has to be directly correlated because, the sneaker culture or the sneaker game, whatever, it was more of like an underground. It was an underground thing, like an underground society prior to the social media's boom. So it was like if you like sneakers, you were just in a select group. A lot of people didn't really understand why someone would, I guess, covet. That makes sense. Like why somebody would just like spend so much time looking at shoes. Like to most people, shoes is just something you put on your feet, so your like feet or socks won't get wet when you're outside or when you're playing, give you support, whatever. Sneakers aren't. Sneakers don't mean the same to people outside of the sneaker community as it does to us, because we have grails. Like a grail, nobody outside of the sneaker world talks about having a grail shoe, like something that they is highly sought after that they would put on their Mount Rushmore of sneakers. Like they would put it in a glass case and almost have like a shrine. You know what I'm saying? Like saying it out loud sounds crazy, but when you're actually in the sneaker game, sneaker culture, it makes sense. Like it's wild. Sneakers is a weird place. So the fact that it's becoming more mainstream definitely has to do with like the rise of social media, because even on like TikTok, let's take like the sneaker world out of the equation. Just focus on resale. A reseller is born every day thanks to TikTok. Cause like when I first got on TikTok, I kept seeing the raw resales. If y'all know who that is, it's the light skinned young dude with the big eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to Rob, but like that's how like you recognize him. But so Rob Resales was the first person that I like constantly seen on my For You page on TikTok. And basically, he's giving you the behind the scenes of like how to resell or the resale business. So you have kids or young adults or even grown men and women. They're seeing this on TikTok, or their kids are seeing it, and then the kids show them whatever. They're seeing the behind the scenes of every day, the day to day practices of a reseller. So if they see it on TikTok, they see a young guy doing it, even though you don't really know how much work he put in prior to blowing up on TikTok or to get him to that position. So they just see that, oh, he's like 18, 19. He's selling shoes at a high rate. I can do the same thing. So they go out, they just buy anything. You know, they just buy whatever the next release is, no matter what. They buy it and try to flip it for crazy prices. Not knowing that resale is an art. And I say that because every shoe that comes out does not have high resale value. Some shoes don't have any resale value. There are shoes that end up going below retail on the aftermarket, which is crazy. But the fact that they sold out because people think they can resell everything kind of, drives the price down in the aftermarket for the undesirable shoes, or the bricks, as people call them. So they call them bricks. Like Yeezy Quantums, those are considered bricks. I want to say they retail for $250, and Yeezys usually have pretty decent resale, but it just depends on the colorway or the actual silhouette. So you get a pair of the Quantums, $250. You try to sell them for $350. You're not getting that. You'll be lucky to get the retail. But then, after you sit on them so while you bought so many pairs, like you're just stuck with however many shoes you bought and you can't move them. So you get desperate to try to get those shoes off you to buy another release that you can recoup the profit and then some. So you got to sell them lower to move it off. Supply and demand type stuff, man. I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, you see that on TikTok and okay, boom, I can be a reseller. But like I said, that's not always the case. And then with the resale, you see people like, why is everybody going crazy for this shoe? Why does this shoe cost so much? There has to be something to it. So now they're curious. Now, people that normally wouldn't think twice about a sneaker release or a particular shoe or whatever, it's just like, okay, cool. They have some cool shoes on, keep it moving. Now they're intrigued because with social media, like I'm just going to go with TikTok because it's like, I do it too, That's why after a while you'll get the dude oh, stop scrolling. Y'all know what it is. You'll get that joint like, okay, it's time for me to get off. But yeah, so you just see it constantly. Boom, 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 boom. And then you got the rise of the sneaker bloggers or like sneaker pages. So on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, they're actually telling you when the release is going to happen, when the raffles are going to happen, what stores are going to have them, what time they're going to drop, the stock numbers. So it's like you're getting all this information that in the past was more sacred. So like you had to know somebody to get that information. You had to know where the secret drops were going. So it was kind of more like, you had to really put that groundwork in to get certain shoes. But now, social media is free, for one. Easily accessible. So you can go on your TV and you can get on Twitter, you can get on YouTube, you can get on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Like, on your TV, not to mention your phone, laptop, tablet. Some refrigerators have touchscreen like apps and stuff. So it's like you can consume social media anywhere now. So it's like it's right at your fingertips, and all you gotta do is click a notification, and everything gets into your phone. So like it's so easy to get information now about sneakers that is, I don't want to say it's ruining the culture, but you have to give the growth or the rise and certain aspects of the culture, you have to credit social media with that. And then you have the people that, like they said, you have people that wouldn't buy sneakers if it didn't get attention. The quote unquote hype beasts. Like, those guys that are just, they ask you what's the best shoe coming out? What's the best Jordan coming out? What's the best Yeezy coming out? Or if you just say Jordan or Yeezy, they're like, oh, I gotta get them because it's a Jordan or Yeezy. Not even saying, they don't even like the shoe at the end of the day. Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to buy the hype shoe or whatever because you like it, like, who am I to stop you? Like, who am I to judge what you like? Because I like certain stuff that, most people might not like, or vice versa. So it's like, That's not an argument, but it's the argument of you don't even care what the shoe is as long as it says Jordan or Yeezy and it's coming up, you're gonna get it. So it's like that's where it comes in with the people that wouldn't normally buy sneakers are buying them now because there's some popularity behind it. And I've even experienced working in retail where people, or employees, I should say, they would put on the next release like in the stockroom and take pictures like it's theirs just to post on social media. So like that's the whole that social, and that was back in like 2013, 2014. And we're in 2021 with 2022 around the corner. So it was happening then. So I can only imagine how it is now, especially like everybody in the sneaker store is on TikTok doing like different new release stuff, new blah, whatever. So you had people back then like succumbing to the pressure of social media. Like they had to be the first one to show it off. Like knowing that one, this shoe's not even out. Two, they haven't purchased the shoe, or they might not even plan on purchasing the shoe, but they had to throw them on feet to keep up that image. And then I also experienced secondhand situations where people would just buy shoes or like trade shoes just to take a picture of them on IG, post them on IG, and then get rid of them. So it's like you have to, like, social media is like creating monsters, bro. Like it's not that deep for you to get the latest Jordan and trade it with your homeboy or sell it to somebody just to say that you had them and post a picture and you're like never to be seen again. Like you basically not, you don't have a collection because every shoe that you get, you rotate it out or you sell them to buy the next release, and you just, your whole collection is basically pictures on Instagram, and it's like that's not what the culture is. Like the culture was meant for people with similar interests, maybe even similar backgrounds, you know, to come together and you know, just have something in common, like something that only you will understand if you're a part of the culture. Like all these shoes behind me, which is a lot, in the grand scheme of things, is a lot, but in like the sneaker world, like this is just a fraction of my entire collection. You know, maybe one day, maybe for the new year or something. I don't know. I might do a collection video for y'all, but that's not what this video is about. So yeah, it's like people that aren't in the culture won't understand what's going on. I'll just pull out a random shoe and it's like, okay, like I see you, like you really got you got range, you switching up. But social media, if I post a pair of Reeboks, they can be like, okay, like why are you posting this shoe? Like we don't care about it. But let me post a new Jordan, the Travis Scott, some Yeezys. Then you definitely get more engagement. You get more likes, shares, and whatever because that's what social media has like trying to convey. Like if it's not hype, then it doesn't matter. So I think that's kind of, in a sense, like where they were trying to go with this. So in that sense, social media has definitely ruined the sneaker culture as a whole because you just like I said, people are doing stuff for clout, man. You're just buying stuff for clout. At the end of the day, they just want the most likes, most shares, most views. And granted, that's a perk, but that shouldn't be your sole reason of buying or collecting shoes. Is, you know, to get likes and stuff on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, whatever. But then as YouTubers, sneaker YouTubers, shoe tubers, whatever you want to call it, we definitely play a part in that as well because you want to get most exclusive shoe to get your views up, you know, to get more people to subscribe to your channel. And especially when you start making money, you definitely want to get as many views as possible in the fastest time to be the first person to break the news or whatever. So I feel like it's our job to, you know, kind of, I don't want to say like be the gatekeepers, but I try my best to keep it 100 with y'all at all times. Like I don't want to be a part of the, I guess the part of the machine, if you want to call it, like trying to put the cloud out there for everybody else. I want to keep it real. Like if a shoe comes out and I happen to get my hands on it and I like it, I'll let you know that I thoroughly like it, and I feel like you could tell from the video that I like it. But if I don't like it and it's ugly, I gotta let you know it's ugly. Like it's ugly. Like now, if you choose to go get it, that's on you. But I'm not gonna encourage certain purchase behavior, if that makes sense. You know, like the big YouTubers. I don't want to say like me, because I'm still building, so I'm not like the go-to guy yet. But so it's coming. So like the bigger YouTubers with a lot of like the large following, their viewers or like whoever goes to YouTube to see certain stuff, they look to them for guidance most of the time. So like if they say that this shoe is, this is gonna be the next hot shoe in 6 to 7 months, definitely buy as many as you can, hold them, or sell, whatever. Then you got people that don't know what's really going on, trying to buy everything just because that guy said that this shoe is gonna do this number, whatever, 6 months down the line. So you got people fueling the resale market because you got this group of people buying 10 to 15 pairs each. So the people that actually want the shoe can't buy it for retail, so they have to pay resale. And then when people see that, like the first few sales, the people panic and they caught resale, it's over. Now people on StockX, go eBay, or whatever aftermarket joint, they see the price that this shoe is going for, so now automatically this shoe is popular. When in actuality, if the certain YouTubers didn't like try to boost the shoe for whatever reason they had to boost it, maybe they just miscalculated, misestimated what the shoe was actually going to do based on stock and all that, you won't be having this issue. So now you got people going to social media and seeing this shoe that's $150 retail going for $300 to $400. Now this is automatically the it shoe. Like they have to get this shoe and post it, and let everybody know in their circle or whoever looks at them that I got this shoe. Like, yeah, I'm out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it, whatever, because I got this shoe. And then that's where ties into the argument about it changed the culture, because now it's more of a show off type thing rather than knowledge based, maybe like a expression. So sneakers is, at first it was an expression of your style or whatever, but now it's like, yeah, you got these joints, okay, I'm gonna get the old joints and one up you. So it's more of a show off type of vibe now, thanks to social media. But with all things, you have to take the good and the bad, Yes, social media has made sneakers more mainstream, more accepted. It's getting more exposure to the world that we live in, or the world that we were accustomed to. But it also invites people that don't have the same beliefs, or I wouldn't say beliefs because it's not like a religion or anything, but they don't have the same values or respect that someone that's been in the game for 10 plus years has over someone that got in the game during COVID, because everybody somehow became sneakerheads during COVID because everything was online shop based. And then you got the bots, and it's just I don't know, it's crazy. But I do credit the explosion of sneaker culture and resellers to the surge in social media. But I definitely want to hear your opinions on it. Hopefully this video gets to a lot of people. I mean, I can't control YouTube's algorithm. All I can do is drop content, consumable content, and I just hope for the best. So I definitely hope we get some dialogue going down in the comments, because I'm anxious to see what you guys think about this. I know I said a lot, and I don't even know how long this video is right now, but hopefully you can follow what I was trying to say. Sometimes I get so passionate, I just start going on the top of the dome. I really wanted to make some notes, to have some kind of guidance during this video, but some stuff you just gotta feel me right here. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to Camden, Forever in My Fields hoodie. Shout him. Check him out, Cannon Kaiser Beats. But yeah, definitely run it up in the comment section, please. I'm responding to everybody because I know this topic is very controversial. So, with that being said, man, it's been your boy E. Reap. Thank you for listening to everything in this video, and thank you for participating down in the comments because I know this is gonna be a fun one. On to the next one.
When I walk in the club, got money in pockets. I see you with your girls and now you're excited.